Hi everyone, me again coming to you from the put-in site right here off Wayhaw Road in the Nantahala Gorge. It's where a lot of the rafters come up here, put in right here for the longest possible ride through the gorge. But it's one of our favorite roads. Our friend Fletcher turned us onto it several years ago, and we try to always come up here and ride it. If you stay on this road, it will take you all the way to Franklin, North Carolina. Really nice road. You'll experience every kind of riding you can ride. There'll be little twisties by the river, which is what we're going to get to first. There are twisties up on sort of a mountain. There's valleys. There's just shaded areas. Everything you can think of, farmland when you get toward the other end. It's really pretty cool. Homesteads, the whole thing. You'll get to see it all. There's a big power generation spot right here. Water comes over the hill from the lake and powers these turbines, I guess, here. I don't know. I don't know much about it. But there's a lot of transformers there. It's the first of many bridges we'll cross going up here. It's a big fly fishing site all through here that people always see fly fishermen up through here. Wishon's Fishing Hole. So that's what that little place back there was. Somebody's building a nice house up on the hill back there. It's always damp and cool along through here, and especially on a day that's sort of rainy like this one. We're going to go about halfway to Franklin. We're going to go up to the top of the mountain here, and there's an overlook there. We won't go to the overlook because it's about 4 miles of gravel road off of this one to get to it. And gravel and Susan's bike don't really mix well. The belt on the back, belt drive. This has got a shaft, so it goes okay. But any little rock in there, and she's stranded, and that's ruin our vacation. I can do a lot of things, but I can't change a belt out on a spider. Getting too old for that. There's some fly fishermen back there, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they were hunters. I don't know. Anyway, real pretty road through here. Not an awful lot of people know about this. Most people come to the Dragon or go to the Churrahalla Skyway, things like that. But these little roads like Wayhaw and Needmore Road, or that's another one of our favorites. A lot of people don't seem to fit. We don't see a lot of other riders on them usually. But it's a real nice area through here. Right along the river. We're going to be right along the river for quite a ways up here. There's a little sort of a intermediary little spillway up here a little ways, and occasionally they have to let water out of the lake. There's a big lake up here, and it could be Wayhaw Lake, I have no idea, but occasionally they let water out, and they have signs all along here that says warning, the water could rise very quickly. We've never been here when they've done a release. It'd be kind of interesting to see. There's a fisherman. I don't think he had any fish. You know, it could be catch and release. I don't know. There were some signs up here last year. I don't see them this year. But there are only certain times of year that will let you trout fish on this river. And if you're a minor, a kid can fish on it, I think, a month longer than adults can. I don't know why that was. I can't remember exactly how that sign was worded, but if you were a juvenile, you were allowed to fish longer than if you were an adult. This is all part of the gorge. The river cut all this through here, I suppose. More people fishing. They've paved this road recently. This surface is great. You could probably zippy-doo-dah through here if you wanted to. But we're just cruisers. We don't worry about that kind of thing. nice through here. We got lucky so far, no rain. I know I'll jinx it, but took my GPS off and put it in my waterproof container just in case. I don't want to ruin that. Already been sprinkled. We were sprinkled on just as we were left the campground. My pants got a little damp, but they've dried off now. I'm fairly warm. Glad I put my liner back in. Fasten up my sleeves a little more. Get some air, blow through my jacket. It's a pretty good jacket. It's a Field Shear brand. I bought this, I'm trying to think how many years ago. Over 15 years ago. And it served me really well. Had some zipper issues with it, like you always do eventually. The only moving that part on it, but I took all the pads out of it. I bought this when I had my sport bike because I wanted something to help a little bit if I had some road rash. But because I'm on 3, and even really before that on my cruiser, I'm not expecting to come off. Not the way I ride, where I ride, and so I got the pads out. They were relatively uncomfortable. They were soft pads. They were the foam pads. So I don't know how much actual good they would have done me anyway. Didn't have really much impact. I guess more slide protection. And the jacket itself is still very thick. And in all the areas where it had pads, it's a double stitch, double fabric, triple fabric. It's pretty tough anyway. I think I'd be all right. But like I always say, if I go off of this thing, something silly as a little jacket here won't help me. I'm gonna break like glass. You'd have to scoop me up with a broom and a dustpan. You get old, you get fragile. You don't believe me? Ask the Smyrna Cowboy. He just let a fishing dock whoop his ass. But he's okay. A little bit of I think he twisted his ankle. But other than that, I think he's all right. After all he's been through, this is like a mosquito bite. Well, you see hardly any traffic. There's a car on here. There's some nice homes up here, way up on top of the mountain, gated communities, things like that. But I think people tend to go more toward Franklin for groceries and out to eat, things like that, business, than they do to come in down to the gorge. There's really, limited business opportunities in the gorge. Oh, here it rained here just a little while ago. Had to back off a little bit. Susan's kicking up some spray. We're not expecting it's not a whole big line of storms, but little spotty, little individual clouds, probably the size of a small town, floating overhead that are dropping rain every now and then. Wish you could see the whitewater coming off over here off to your right. It's nothing that navigable. You wouldn't want to bring this creek is way too rocky and not enough water for a kayak or anything like that. But it's really pretty. No wonder the fish like it. Now I promised you you'd see everything on this road, and here's a garbage collection point. So don't say I didn't deliver. Or a recycling center, they call it. Oh, we're going to go somewhere different. Hold on, something's going on here. Uh-oh, what's going on? Something's going on. Let me see what's happening. All right, well, I'm going to let it go here. I don't know what my lovely wife is up to, but I think she's decided that we're not going to go any farther. All right, well, y'all take care. Bye.